Hi people, this is Wulopin again. It's been a while since my last video, and this time I thought I'd show you my 33% speed buff swiftness build that I use. Freaking fly. Sorry. That I use for running around gathering stuff, because then you want to move as fast as possible. It's also good to have when you're doing maybe guild bounties and stuff like that, where you want to cover an area fairly quick and chase down that bounty of yours. So first thing is that you bring out two birds. I have an eagle, which I call Seagull, and then I have my owl that's called Rupert III, and this is because you want the quickening screech skill, and I'll show you how to trigger that one as well. Then you want to head down to your traits and be sure to take Nature's Voice, because you want that swiftness buff from every shout you do. You combine that with Shoutmaster to reduce the recharge on shouts. I also pick Evasive Purity just to get some blindness and poison off of me fairly quick if I happen to engage in combat. This one, boons applied by your pets last longer, only for combat of course, but if you're in combat and you can trigger the buff on the pet, and that will give you an extra 10 seconds. Offhand training, I use the Warhorn as well, so you want to reduce the recharge on that. Shared Anguish, I do not want to be disabled while I'm running, so it's better to have my pet take those. And Soften the Fall, it's because when I do gathering I tend to jump down fairly high cliffs and stuff, and I want to take as least amount of damage as possible. That is the traits. The gear, you can run with any gear you want. I like the Warhorn because it gives me an extra 20 seconds of speed buff. And you want to put your pet on passive because you don't want to engage in combat. That is the whole purpose of running around and gathering in this build. It's to avoid combat as much as possible. That's all set and done, so I'll guess I'll show you a little bit of running around. So you start running around fairly slow, you blow that one, and then you start to shout. You guard, call your pet back, target an enemy and sick 'em. Call your pet back. The pet gave me the quickening screech buff as well there, and then you can take protect me, get another. I'm up to 40 seconds now, so another one of those, and I'm up to 50 seconds. And I could take Rampage as one. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, the skills. Yeah, you take the 3 shouts with the shortest amount of recharge, and then you take Rampage as one. So I'm up to a minute already, so I guard it there, call it back as soon as possible because you don't want it to engage in combat. Target some enemy and sick it, and you call it back. So now I'm up to 1.5 minutes almost. So see, it's pretty good, I think. I'll show you how to trigger the quickening screech as well. You just run ahead and you target an enemy in the distance and not too close. There we have a carry and devour. and you start spamming the attack. Did you see there? The pet flew in a figure 8 and then started to attack the carrion. And you want to call it back before it attacks because you want to avoid combat. So once again, I target an enemy, I spam the attack one. Oh, there I called it back right when it was about to give me the buff, so if it doesn't buff you, you need to call it back before it engages in combat. So I'll wait a little while. I can target that one, and there is the buff, and I call it back. Of course, you don't stop when you do this. You do this on the fly, but I thought I'll show you what it looked like. So I'll guess that's it for me. I'll be doing 2 more black key runs tonight, and then I have 50 keys, so I will use them all up, and hopefully I'll upload a video showing you what I get tomorrow. I hope I get some really nice stuff. I got this die last time. It is pretty rare. It's one of those special ones. It's called, it's down here, Enameled Sacrifice. It's, yeah, I like it. So anyway, that's it for today. Take care, and I'll see you next time.